One fight changed everything. One scar still burns. Two warriors, two paths. One question: who is really stronger, Sagat or Ryu? This isn't just about power, it's about pride, pain, and legacy. And today on Fighterverse, we settle it. When it comes to raw strength, Sagat is an absolute force of nature, towering at over 7 feet tall. Every strike he throws is a potential knockout. His Muay Thai is ruthless. Knees, elbows, and powerful kicks honed to perfection in the heat of battle. Ryu? He's the polar opposite. Calm, precise, focused. He doesn't fight with rage. He fights with purpose. His style? Satsui, blends karate with spiritual discipline. It's not flashy, but it's deadly. Every move is calculated, every hit earned. So who wins in a pure strength contest? Sagat hits harder, but fighting is not just about muscle. It's about mastery. Now let's turn up the heat. When these two unleash their ki, the arena becomes a battlefield. Sagat's tiger shot is fast, fierce, and relentless. Mix in the tiger uppercut and his brutal tiger destruction ultra combo, and you've got a wall of power that's nearly impossible to break through. But Ryu's the embodiment of control. The Hadouken isn't just energy, it's focus, discipline, and years of training made visible. When he charges the Shinku Hadouken or connects with the devastating Metsu Shuriken, it's game over. And then there's the dark side, evil Ryu. When Ryu taps into the Satsui no Hado, he becomes a nightmare, faster, stronger, ruthless. This isn't just Ryu with more power, it's Ryu with no limits. So, with powers involved, Sagat is a powerhouse, but Ryu's potential is limitless, especially when the darkness calls. Imagine a fight stripped of all flashy energy moves. No fireballs, no dragon punches, just pure martial arts. Sagat is a titan in the ring. His Muay Thai is precise, powerful, and designed to wear down any opponent. His reach alone gives him a huge advantage. And his fight IQ? Legendary. Every strike is calculated to break defenses and dominate the flow of battle. But Ryu isn't just a student of martial arts. He's a lifelong warrior, trained by the master Goryuken. His style emphasizes adaptability, endurance, and mental strength. Ryu studies his opponents, finds their weaknesses, and exploits them with surgical precision. So, who wins in a no-powers, pure fight? It's razor close. Sagat's power and experience give him the edge, but Ryu's discipline and mind could tilt the scales. In a pure martial arts duel, the winner depends on who adapts first, and Ryu's proven time and again that he's a master of evolution. The rivalry between Sagat and Ryu is one of the deepest in fighting game history. Sagat gave Ryu his iconic chest scar, a symbol of defeat, but also of respect. But there's more beneath the surface. Some fans believe Sagat held back during their first fight in Street Fighter I, maybe out of honor, or maybe to test Ryu's limits. Others argue that Ryu's sudden burst of the Satsui no Hado gave him an unfair advantage in that fight. Fast forward to Street Fighter IV, these warriors meet again older and wiser, and their rematch ends in a standstill. No clear winner, just two fighters pushing each other beyond limits, united by respect and rivalry. Their story isn't just about who's stronger, it's about growth, redemption, and the endless pursuit of perfection. If raw power and intimidation ruled the ring, Sagat's sheer size and Muay Thai brutality would make him unbeatable. But strength is more than just muscle. It's heart, will, and the drive to never stop improving. Ryu embodies that spirit. He's faced gods, demons, and darkness itself. And every time, he rises stronger. His strength isn't just in his fists, but in his mind and soul. He fights not to destroy, but to become better. Today, Ryu stands taller. He's the ultimate warrior because he never settles. But one thing's for sure, if Sagat ever unleashes everything, no holds barred, Ryu might finally meet his match.
We will start out with one of the most notorious events in the Street Fighter series, the clash between Ryu and Sagat. The story goes that Sagat holds the first World Warrior Tournament to prove that he was the god of Muay Thai. After all, he had defeated all of his challengers. Sagat also made the tournament to prove that he is the strongest man in the world. Word come across that a young martial artist named Ryu had defeated a great quantity of Muay Thai fighters. Looking for a challenge, Ryu and Sagat fight against each other. During the fight, Ryu attacks Sagat with a Shoryuken and leaves a massive scar on his chest, nearly killing him in the act. The story follows that Ryu imposes victory over the menacing Muay Thai fighter. Meanwhile, Sagat swears vengeance on Ryu for his loss. An allegedly updated version of this event suggests that Sagat was winning the fight, It states that Sagat tried to help Ryu from the floor, when suddenly Ryu's dark Hado kicks in and takes a cheap shot against Sagat and defeats him. Sagat becomes insane, consumed by vengeance, and decides to join the Shadowloo. If we follow the updated version of what happened in the story, Ryu appeared to have lost his sportsmanship. It would have been at least fair for Ryu to admit that he lost the fight on fair terms. As a result of his actions, Sagat could have been killed with a cheap shot, which calls into question his combat composedness. But then again, we must also keep in mind that his Dark Hado was also responsible for his actions, which is the essence of Ryu's journey. Should we take that into consideration as well? Another instance is drawn from the Street Fighter manga, Street Fighter Alpha Volume 1, created by Masahiko Nakahira, where we would find Ryu in Southeast Asia, along the coast of Thailand. And you might be asking, what is he doing in that part of the world? It seems that Ryu was in a ship that contained a vastful amount of high-grade heroin, alongside Birdie, being bodyguards for narcotic smugglers. This doesn't necessarily make him a bad person, or does it? I mean, if it's a financial decision as to why Ryu might be going to these extremes and looking for ways to get some money in his pocket, well, it could be understandable. But then again, he could have done other types of jobs. He could have just asked his rich training partner Ken Masters for some money, or even a job at his company for that matter. In another instance, we can see in the ending of Sakura's Street Fighter Alpha 2 ending, we can see a motivated Sakura, looking forward to having the opportunity to train with Ryu. Sakura in her ending begs Ryu to teach her, but Ryu replies in a somewhat rude demeanor. Ryu states in his ending, and I quote, "I'm still learning myself. I got no time for schoolgirl games. You are on your own." In our opinion, we really think Ryu could have handled the situation a bit better. I'm not sure if it's the way the Capcom team translated the text in English, but he appears to sound selfish and self-centered. Ryu could just take the time and at least give the upcoming fighter some pointers, teach her a couple of things, and let her down easy, and then be on your way. Even the actor that plays Ryu in the real Street Fighter movie is an evil Wall Street manager in the movie The Big Short. Okay, so the last one was a small joke, but you get the picture. To us in the Street Fighterverse, Ryu doesn't seem to fit the good guy hero narrative. Rather, he seems more like a neutral guy. If Ryu were a good guy, he would beat Bison or other bad boss type characters for the greater good. Ryu seems to take actions purely in his self-interest. Ryu can be generous at times, but he is most concerned about himself, which is not bad in a way. I mean, that's his whole persona, growing as a fighter and being better every day. In our opinion, Guile would fit the hero persona if we were to compare.
But what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Ryu or Sagat? And don't forget to smash that subscribe button for more deep dives and epic battles right here on the Fighterverse. This fight isn't over. It's just getting started.